Yay, we got some friends. Yay! Yeah.
Hello.
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 So I think when Furdemon comes in, he's going to be with his AV, his VC rig. Now, didn't Coco? Did we talk about it individually? I remember we talked about doing the coming into Zoom call at one point, or you were already here, so we must have talked about it.
I don't remember if we said a Zoom call or not. I don't
remember it either.
But
I might have spoken. I know I talked about it with a few people, but maybe not the right people. But here we are. Okay, welcome. The 420 show. We've been looking forward to this for a long time. Woohoo! And Toxie's ready. Toony, oh my gosh, Toony has entertained us so many times in the right frame of mind. We're so glad you're here. Now tell me, yes or no, Maui from Moana.
Yes.
We got Maui right here. No, you actually, it looks like your hair's pulled back a little bit. Take your headphones off just for a second and give us your hair. Give us all that hair. Show us Maui. What can I say but hey, you're welcome. Now I got weed in my hair. Look at that. Look at that hair. Look at this bod. The brains, the bod.
Yeah.
That's totally Maui all the way. The legend, the living legend.
Where's your hook? Do you have a hook? Do you want a hook?
He's got his pinky as his hook. There's his hook right there.
I'll make you a magic hook and send it down to you.
And of course, you know Coco. He's been on the show a few times already with some of his fuzzy buddies. And we're glad you're back again.
Yay.
I was working on your pattern this morning.
Yeah. See, I need more.
I found all the pieces this morning.
Yeah, he has been working on it. I see him. He's spending a good amount of time on it because he wants it to look just right. He's not rushing it out.
I'm using a program on my computer that, so I can get it all. Like I can have it all, and then I'm gonna sketch it out on this sheet of paper to get it all. Yeah, you got it.
So now we are all agreed. I know one thing we did talk about. We wanted to all have about 50 milligrams of cannabis, and through gummies or whatever process there was. I think there was some drops. Some people took drops. Now, typically, what is the average amount a person would normally take on a night to a movie or something like that? I mean, 50 is a lot, but we're gonna have some fun with it right now.
500, maybe 600.
5, I guess.
Five is good if you wanted to just have a nice relaxing. You don't want to be a mental patient, but you just want to go and relax and have a good time at a film or at a party, but you want to keep your head together. 5 milligrams is safe, you think?
Yeah.
Okay, that works. That's good to know. Of course, for some people might not have tried it yet.
500.
Not 500.
No,
500 would be a bad
asleep.
idea. No, that'd be a bad idea.
I don't recommend it.
Even Toony says doesn't recommend it.
That's about how much I do.
So 50 is a lot. 50 is a really good party,
Okay.
but you don't want to really go above 50. Actually, I think the recommended dose for the maximum amount that I had researched online, but do your own homework on all of this. Don't take any of my advice. Was 60.
On Rizimenoff cheered 10. If only the new Chaos Lounge had a max capacity of up to 100 people. Would be a nice increase somewhere.
Is God judging us because we're too small?
Well, there's gonna be a lot of play testing involved for sure on the new Chaos Lounge, and very excited to see what Fuma's gonna be doing with this. And I'm very excited about the fact that we're gonna be doing it because for a while we weren't exactly sure if we were gonna be going up to 1,000. For a while we were gonna have to. There was a lot of tech issues going, and we might have had to pull the plug. Furdemon's very upset. he's giving us cap locks and extended font size.
He wanted to be here.
He's going to be here, right? He's downloading
He
it.
doesn't have a phone.
He doesn't need a phone.
He doesn't
He's
need
got
his phone,
computer.
his computer.
Okay.
Have you done Zoom? Toxie.
His brain is already inebriated, Mutt.
Hey.
Homework. I could give it a lick.
I don't need drugs.
Who has never done Zoom? I'm questioning. Go back down to the lounge. Who's never done
I can
Zoom?
be socially high.
Who has never done a Zoom call?
Yeah, I thought he only. Janice, I thought he just had a
Not
quest.
me. On a Zoom call.
Well, if people don't work a job that they have an office or anything.
Well, they got
Also,
family calls. I did Zoom for family calls.
Not everybody does. Some people were using
it was
Skype.
No, not everybody does it.
significant during business
Jelly
and so on,
bear.
guys.
If you've never done
I use
Zoom,
Discord.
if you have never done
Ferdinand
Zoom,
said he
jump up and
wouldn't
down.
Be attending the
Guys,
Zoom,
the
and
Jelly
you
bear's
really
talking.
should be telling. You really should tell people next time that you actually need to have a Zoom thing set
Oh,
up.
I'm getting
because
lectured from a few
aren't
people
you guys-
now.
before that it wasn't working properly
We're
once,
not
and
well
you
prepared.
just
We
chose not to
apologize.
tell people that, oh, we need a Zoom. Well, next time you gotta tell people.
It's always a
'cause Ferdinand
Zoom.
said he wasn't going to come on. You gotta. Next time you need to tell people that.
Okay.
Because there's no reason
Okay, we're all
to
gonna line up and we're gonna yell at me.
Okay, just wanted to
Okay?
make sure.
Everyone line up in a line and get it out.
I want to get this
And get it
line.
out.
I want to get
This
this
is
line.
called the worst stoner party ever. Come on, everyone line up. Give me hell.
Okay,
Come on, I can take
at
it.
first. You need to be nice.
I know you all want
to.
to. I need lecturing. Come on, if it'll make you feel better, go ahead and line up and just tell me everything that's wrong with
Your
me.
turn.
Who's next? Tell me everything that's wrong with me.
I love
gone.
you. You're cute. You know.
This is only a 4-hour show.
It's only a 4-hour show. Right, put together a PDF.
Even for being like that, because goddamn, that's a very
Yell with Mutt episode. Episode 1001. We all just yell at him for 4 hours.
Foxy in charge for the 1000 episode.
Woo!
Okay. 1001. It's just bad luck.
If you don't tell someone that,
I know! How many? Oh my god! Okay, for the next 2 hours, Meiji's gonna lecture me for the next 2 hours.
Fine.
Magic.
Okay, Meiji,
We're
just
not prepared.
for the next 2 hours.
It's always on
Fucking
Zoom.
Ajax, my bad.
He was explaining to me what happened.
No, I was talking to Ajax.
It's the lecture Mutt show for missing an announcement.
Lecture Mutt.
Hey, Tony.
Damn kids, get off my lawn!
Almost heard a word of it.
The lawn is dead.
I'm kidding.
This is what we're gonna hear about for the next 1,000 shows.
Folks,
Right, your turn.
This is
Small
what they're gonna
pig one,
remember.
here, go.
This is what they're gonna
Are
remember.
you saying that the grass is
Alright, get ready to feel my wrath.
There are 12 people talking right now, and I can only absorb 3 of them.
Well, you're in the way of everybody else.
I am not mad. I just think you should have prepared beforehand.
Ah,
I make mistakes sometimes.
no, who's in
Go
it?
to the school.
No, who's in it? No, who's on the? Who's
That's
on
Furdemon.
That's not Furdemon. That's a girl.
Yes, it is.
Ferdinand.
That was a girl.
That was the pink. The
Hey, I
pink
was
football.
saying something.
That's not Ferdemon's voice.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to yell at me next?
No one.
No. We had one more girl.
One more.
Me.
Don't deny her.
All right, fine. Go for it.
Don't deny her anger. Yes. What is your turn?
The
Okay.
short one.
Yes, small
Yes.
short one.
Yes. Tell me how bad I am. Go ahead. You can do it. I believe in
I'm
you.
not mad. I just think you should have been prepared beforehand. But
I'm
we
not
all
mad.
make mistakes.
I'm just
Do
disappointed.
things last minute.
That hurts even more if you're disappointed. I'm not mad.
You
I'm
don't
just
want to go to the
disappointed.
school.
Just wondering why.
But I still think y'all should have prepared.
I just miss when we would all go out and have fun and have play.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm not denying any of this. I messed up. I deeply apologize. I'm gonna I gotta put together an apology tour.
And Touche, you're dead now.
This is my shame. I have my shame. My apology tour. Hold
They're
on.
gone.
Let me write up an apology here.
It's like as I'm writing up my
gonna
apology,
go.
I'm just gonna turn off the lounge. Just unplugs the computer.
No. I'm gonna go to Grok here. I'm gonna have Grok help me out. Write up an apology. on
Okay.
AI.
She should be running, shouldn't she? Hey, yeah, run, girl, run!
So Ferdemon's is doing Zoom through AI, which works technically. I mean, it's there, which is impressive actually.
Cool.
It's very impressive, and in the lounge, mind you.
He used the virtual cam and connected the virtual cam
So
through OBS.
Fred Betterhead is going to come up and steal his camera angle because that's Fred Betterhead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Say something. Say words. Reveal your secrets.
Oh my god.
Was it you, Toxie, that I had mentioned it to? I remember talking to somebody about it.
What?
Let's say it was in a dream. Maybe it was in a dream.
What?
That we were going to do a Zoom call instead of doing it in the lounge because there was going to be a lot of people around.
Yeah, no, I heard this. You did say this to somebody. It was not to me, but I did overhear the conversation.
I think it
I
was.
didn't hear it.
It might have been to Coco because that's the only one I remember talking to recently. Okay.
Yeah, it was like Coco.
It might have been. So I got it to half the people. I got it to half of the 4 of the people. 2 of the 4 people got the information. My bad.
To be fair, though, the show is always hosted on a Zoom call, and anybody that ever comes onto the show is always going to come on the Zoom call.
Then there's that. It is kind of a, if you've watched the show within the last year or more, every
super
guest,
fan like you should know.
every guest who has been on the show has come in through a Zoom call. So there's really no reason to assume otherwise. I mean, it is kind of a standard.
And the link to the call is posted in the Discord. It is pinned there too.
So then there's that.
And the Funday Pawpet Show one.
So, but anyways, we're not going to turn.
But you're here. You're here.
We're not going to turn the
We're getting
tide and
high.
start blaming anybody else. Keep it on me. Eyes on me. Eyes on me. It's my fault, regardless. Even if it's not my fault, it's my fault. Just keep it on me. We're good. We're good.
Yes, he'll take it out on me on the drive home.
I will. I'll totally be.
Wait,
I can
what?
drive with one hand and slap Toxie with the other.
No, guys, he's
No, it's good.
Apologize to him.
It'll make me feel better.
I'm gonna crawl back in the other world.
No, it'll make me feel better.
I ain't gotta hear you.
All right. So one of the things we want to do with you guys is tell us about what you enjoy about this wonderful holiday of 420. Why do you do this? Do you prefer to maybe some people enjoy a cocktail when they go out to eat? What is it?
Yappy showed up to the camera.
Hi, Yappy. How you doing?
Yappy, how are you doing this?
Yappy's just back there. Yappy,
Showing up.
what are you doing? He's just freaking us out. Yappy, you're photobombing. Get out of there. What are you doing? Stop photobombing the camera.
Go back up there.
You're freaking
I'm
everybody out.
looking at Furdemon's backside.
We know what you're doing. Stop what you're doing.
I'm going into the little lineup of things to do.
That's fun.
Nice.
I'm gonna. have
Okay,
to-
so Coco, do you prefer to go out and have a cocktail with some friends, or do you prefer to maybe, take a puff before you go out with some friends?
No, you know, usually a night in. You take a night in, watch a movie,
Boo.
have a little. What? It's fun.
It's sad and lonely.
Okay, what's one of the funnest things you've ever done, stoned?
If you can find the right music, and you can just find that zen, and it's everything you want it to be.
So what's one of your favorites? Do you like a Pink Floyd, or what's one of your favorite music to tune out to?
Just depends on what you're in the mood for. Sometimes electronic, and
Okay.
sometimes that, you just gotta whatever you're in the mood for.
What were you in the mood for, say, recently? Like, what the last times you just kind of like relaxed at the house and enjoyed yourself? What kind of music did you enjoy?
Oh, the divas like Cher.
Oh, nice.
Okay, it was just that,
That's pretty gay.
No,
Yeah.
that's fine. You can be gay.
Yeah.
You can be gay.
All
Stoned.
the penises.
That's fine.
It's gay.
Now, what's some of your favorite munchies when you get the snacks going?
Sour candy.
No, not sour kitty. No chocolate.
Do you like potato
Chocolatey.
chips?
Sour candy. Chocolate.
Chips are good too. But
Chips are good.
my ice cream.
Ice cream is the win.
Always.
Ice cream is great.
Slushies.
Personally, I'm a little bit
Against
more of a
it.
savory kind of guy. I could dig into a bowl of pasta.
Now he's like, I'm bored.
We'll be there in a minute, Maui. All right, good answers, good answers. Furdemon. Again, I am so sorry. Whenever I address you for the next year, it's going to start out with I am sorry. I am sorry.
I'm sorry.
He's nodding his head. Yes, you will.
He's like, yes.
Oh, yes.
Now
Oh, yes,
go
you will.
forever.
Furdemon's like, I own you now for the next year. You will obey me, or I will bring this up every single time.
He's like, I am getting a special formal invitation to the Christmas party.
He's already got it. We're trying to get him here, man. We're trying so hard. All right, Furdemon. What do you...
Could you please back off?
He's like, this is my moment. I've waited 2 years for this.
And this is why we didn't really want to do it in the lounge, because there were going to be other people around who's going to be loud.
Why
But
I
anyways,
don't stay in the lounge hole.
with that, what's some of your favorite food to eat when you're, enjoying it?
What is happening?
And there's
There's too many yappies.
and there's Yappy.
There's too many yappies.
Oh my God, we got lots of yappies.
Getting the gun.
My favorite food, like for a meal or for snacking or
Just
what?
for snacking. You know, you're relaxing, you're watching a movie, you're at the house. What's going to be one of your favorite snacks?
I rather like score bites.
Squirrel bites?
Score bites. Like,
What-
you know, score bar, but little bite-sized pieces in a bag.
I'm not sure what that is.
The score
Like
bar, it's a
desserts?
chocolate bar.
Oh, chocolates.
S-K-O-R, score.
I'm not.
Okay, score bars. Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
it's not American, that's for sure.
Okay.
Oh,
So
is it not?
it's
Okay, sorry.
chocolates. It's chocolates. Okay, that's fine.
He's got
Nice.
shit smeared on his ass.
Probably.
It's Tuxie, yes, he does.
Huh? What?
What's one of your favorite memories that you've had when you've gotten like really messed up? You've gone out, you've had a good time. What's one of the things you really enjoy doing when you're really messed up?
Oh, just chilling, watching an interesting film for friends. I don't know.
What kind of music do you like to listen to?
Oh. I tend to enjoy most of what Yappy enjoys. For music, I've learned.
You like lounge music? Yappy likes lounge music.
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of like chills out to like elevator lounge, kind of like cool jazz, yacht rock radio. I think one of my favorite things
Ferdinand-
to do is.
Ferdinand, are you under the influence right now?
Oh, of course he
They
is.
all
Oh,
are.
yeah.
So I'd like to play a game with you.
Oh wait, let's go. Let's talk about with Maui. Let's introduce
Yeah.
Maui real quick, and then Toxie, and then we're gonna play this great game that you've got lined up, and we appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Maui, Wowie.
Hello.
Hello,
You
hello.
can hear me, right?
Yes, and actually your name is Toony. Maui's a name that we gave you, obviously, because you look like Maui. But it is
Yeah.
Toony officially, official Toony,
Yeah.
Toony.com. So, what is one of your favorite foods to eat when you are enjoying it?
Cookies.
Cookies. What kind of cookies?
The one I sold at my bakery that I deliver.
Now wait a minute, you sir,
He-
you delivers cookies.
He delivers cookies baked while he eats baked cookies
Baked.
by baked.
That's got to be the worst, like torment to be stoned, and all around these fresh baked cookies.
What if
all
he
the
was
time.
door dashing Taco Bell?
That'd be bad. But it's cookies. But his favorite food is cookies, and he's delivering delicious fresh cookies. That's torment right there. That's the place in hell. Do you have to have milk when you have cookies? I have to have milk when I have
Sometimes.
cookies. I have to have milk when I have cookies.
A lot of people buy milk.
I don't even want the cookies if I can't have milk.
Yeah, a lot of people buy the milk.
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why it is. I gotta
Because-
have it.
It just softens the chocolate and the dough, I guess.
It just kind of washes it down just right.
Yeah.
All right. What's one of your favorite memories you've had messed up? One of your favorite things to do?
I remember I went to his concert seeing Skuro. That's where I had like 250 milligram.
250 milligrams. My God, did you levitate? Were you able to
no.
fly?
Just now I feel like that, but when I was on the stage, I met my friend from high school, and he still recognized me. And even on the stage, when they have like a screeching microphone, it didn't bother me. It soothes me.
Fun.
Yep.
Let's see. Now, what else? What else? I think that's a good question. Okay, Toxie, you are next. What's one of your favorite foods to eat when you are in the mood?
I typically actually won't eat when I smoke. Cause I can't actually really get high. I have a very aggressive case of Lyme disease, and because of that, they kind of counteract each other when I do smoke. So I don't feel the same thing. I just kind of get normal. And
Your
not-
tolerance level is so powerful
I
that
cannot
it's
get
just
high.
it's just normal for you. This is just the way you've lived.
The stuff that I get from because of what I have, I get prescribed the stuff that they give terminal patients. So everything that I smoke has a THC level of 98 or above, and with terps of either 15 to 20.
Now, you with Lyme disease, what exactly would happen to you if you didn't have THC medications?
The muscle spasms start coming in. I can feel every bone inside of my body, which is not really something you're supposed to be mentally aware of. It's kind of like, oh, there's something inside my bones that's not meant to be there. And,
Well, that's technically the case, yeah, with Lyme disease.
I have a finite limit on my energy. Once it's gone, it's gone. It takes a very long time to come back. And, it's mostly like, kind of like an itch you could never scratch.
So with you, like a lot of people have like medical marijuana cards, and they don't really have a reason for it. They just want it. With you, it's legit. I mean, you actually do need it. It is a medication situation.
Like you've seen me with
yeah, I've seen you without it, and it's torturous. And you're not that good of an actor. You're legitly uncomfortable.
Like we went out, one of the most horrible moments of my life. We went out to dinner, the steak place, and I didn't had any.
You couldn't even bend over. You could hardly sit.
No, every move rippled with muscle spasms. I was involuntary screams, and it was not fun.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll be able to come out with a more permanent medication someday. But till then, thank goodness that we have the THC to at least kill the pain. Until then.
It's like a switch is flipped. It's like suddenly it's like, oh, it's gone.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, with that now, KP, you got a little something lined up.
I do. So, with everybody in this frame of mind, we're going to play a game called Degrees of Separation.
Ooh, fun.
It's also called Stream of Consciousness.
Okay.
So, we're going to start with Coco. I'm going to give you a topic, just a subject. I want you to tell me the first thing that pops into your head when I tell you that. Then, Furdemon, you're going to listen to Coco's response. You are going to tell us the first thing that pops into your head based on what Coco says. And then Toony, you're going to listen to Furdemon. When Furdemon says something, you're going to say the first thing that pops into your head. It's like a chain reaction of things. And then we're going to go from Toony to Toxie. And we're going to go back to Coco, and we're going to do that twice. So we're going to make a ring from Coco, Furdemon, Toony, Toxie. Coco, Furdemon, Toony, Toxie. And we're going to see where the topic ends up, what the subject starts with and where it ends. All right? All right, Coco.
Right.
Your first topic is Bugs Bunny.
Oh, Bugs Bunny? That just...
First thing comes in your mind.
First thing that comes to my mind is that "What's up, Doc?" The
What's up,
chopping
Doc?
on the carrot.
What's up?
That
All right,
crunch.
Furdemon, what comes into your mind when you hear "What's up, Doc"? First thing comes into your mind.
Bye.
Boy. All right, Toony, if you hear "boy," what's the first thing that comes into your mind?
British and Jewish people.
British and Jewish people. Toxie, if you hear British and Jewish people, what is the first thing that comes into your mind?
The Jews faked the moon landing.
To fake the moon landing. Coco, they faked the moon landing. What's the first thing that comes into your mind?
Where was the stage?
Where was the stage? Furdemon, what's the first thing that comes in your mind when you hear "Where was the
Area
stage"?
51.
In Kissimmee, Florida.
In Kissimmee, Florida.
That also makes
Toony,
sense.
what's the first thing that comes into your mind when you hear Kissimmee, Florida?
Disneyland.
Disneyland. Toxie, what's the first thing that comes into your mind when you hear Disneyland?
Heartache!
Heartache. So we started with Bugs Bunny and we ended with heartache. This is a really messed up group of people. All right, we're going to try this one more time. All right? We're going to start with, again, Coco, then Furdemon, then Toony, then Toxie.
I need
You
a
ready?
popsicle.
You ready, Coco?
I'm ready.
All right. Coco, what comes into your mind when you hear chocolate bars?
Oh, Hershey's.
Hershey's. Furdemon, what comes into your mind when you hear Hershey's?
Squirts.
What was it? Sports?
Squirts.
Sports.
Oh.
Squirts.
Squirts. Hershey
Oh,
squirts.
squirt.
Yes.
Making a doo-doo.
Okay. Toony, what's the first thing that comes into your mind when you hear squirt?
The ocean.
Okay. Toxie, what's the first thing that comes in your mind when you hear double shit?
Wait, did he say double shit or devotion?
The ocean.
I thought he said the ocean.
Wait, the ocean?
Yes.
The ocean.
Okay, you were saying the ocean.
The ocean. First thing.
Clouds.
Don't think. What was it?
Clouds.
Clouds. Coco. First thing comes in your mind when you hear clouds.
Actually, sunshine.
Sunshine.
Lollipops
Furdemon.
and rainbows. It's all I wanna wear.
What comes in your mind? Darkness. Toony. What comes in your mind from darkness?
The void.
The void. Toxie. What comes in your mind from the void? First thing.
Homeless people.
So we moved from chocolate bar and it turned into homeless people. You guys want to go one more round, or have you had enough?
I'm thinking, yeah, let's do it.
All right, Coco.
All right.
We're gonna get a little deeper now. Okay. What's the first thing that comes into your mind when you hear Shakespeare?
To be
First thing.
or not to be?
To be or not to be? Furdemon, first thing that comes into your mind when you hear to be or not to be?
That is the question.
Toony, that is the question. What's the first thing that comes into your mind?
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. Toxie, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear Jeopardy?
Grandma.
Grandma. Coco, what's the first thing that comes to your mind from Grandma?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate chip cookies?
Oh, Grandma.
Chocolate chip
that's-
cookies. Hold on.
Voice in streams is now following.
Furdemon, first thing that comes to your mind when you hear chocolate chip cookies?
Good.
Good. Toony, what's the first thing that comes to your mind from good?
Vor.
Vor?
Vor. Toxie, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear vor?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What the frick is wrong with you? So, Coco, we went from Shakespeare to what the frick is wrong with you?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right, we'll try one. We'll try another one.
Who are you pointing to there, Furdemon? You're pointing to, or are you scolding people behind you?
I was just trying to whack Toxie.
Hey, quick question. Do you guys have access to a channel called Show Outline in the Discord?
I don't think so.
Okay, because that's where I put the note. I found it.
I thought you made a whole Discord server for it.
On the, I did. Also, in Show Outlines, which is where we line up the outline for the show on the 18th. But that's the wrong room. I should have put it in the Discord for it. So I put it in. I did write it out, but I put it in the wrong room. So I effed up. I did write it down, but I effed up. So
Coco, you ready?
On the 18th, I said, let's Zoom call because I think the lounge will be too noisy, and it's right above where I posted a video to play.
Great.
So that's
You ready
why
for
you
another
asked me to make that channel private this morning.
Yeah. You ready, Coco?
Just kidding.
Yes, I am.
That is not why.
All right.
Just kidding.
Coco, what's the first thing that comes into your mind when you hear plutonium?
Neodymium. I don't know what.
Okay, Furdemon, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear neodymium?
What's Furdemon doing?
Gilligan's Island.
Toony, what's the first thing that comes to your head from Gilligan's Island?
Gilligan Island.
Yeah.
Just an island with 2 palm trees.
How do you
live,
get?
You live with 2 palm trees.
How do you get Gilligan's Island out of neodymium?
I don't know. That's why this is what it is. Toxie, first thing comes to your mind from 2 palm trees.
Genocide.
Genocide. All right. Coco, what's the first thing comes to your mind from genocide?
The Holocaust?
The Holocaust. This is going dark.
Getting dark.
First thing comes to your mind from the Holocaust.
Well, staying dark. When we say Holocaust, what party do you think of? It's gonna be dark.
The Nazi party.
This is a
Nazi
bad
party.
idea.
When you
Yeah,
think
this
of the
one's going
Nazi
bad.
party, who do you think of next?
What do you
Attila
not
the
want to
Hun.
think of?
Because Attila the
Toony,
Hun
what do
killed
you
more
think of
people
when
than
you hear the
Hitler.
word
What would you
party?
rather think of?
When you hear party,
There you
what-
go.
What comes,
Thank
what
you.
comes to your mind?
Birthday party.
Woohoo!
Birthday party.
Yay, cookies and cake.
Toxie.
Totalism.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Taoism.
What is your word?
Neo-Nazis.
What? What? Do you, what?
Okay,
What?
we're gonna kick Toxie out of this game.
Wait, you said. Wait, what did you say?
I said
From the word
birthday party.
This is
Oh.
craziness.
I thought we were. Never mind. Clowns.
He must be stoned.
clowns.
Talking clowns.
So we came from plutonium and we got to clowns.
As you do.
No.
As you do.
Isn't this the
Hey.
this is the Hitler game on
No.
Wikipedia, right? Have you ever played?
No.
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 Okay. You see how many clicks
No.
it takes? Okay, so you click in.
No.
Seriously, simple game.
No.
So you bring up
No.
Wikipedia.
Mute his
No.
mute his mic.
No, don't
you
mute
see
him.
how many clicks it takes to random clicks until you get to Hitler.
Why? So
No.
he go haunt you?
No, because you really will just get the Hitler.
No.
Well, but why would we do that for Hitler to
Whoa.
come back to life and haunt you in your
No,
dreams?
no. Okay, the point is to see how many random clicks
No.
on Wikipedia does it take to bring an article to Hitler. And
I know,
surprisingly, it
that
only takes a few
game.
clicks.
We're gonna play this game and we're gonna leave Toxie out of this one.
No. He's part of the game. He's part of the game.
All right. Coco.
I'm ready.
Okay. Your word is canary.
Tweety.
Tweety. Furdemon.
Cage.
Cage. Toony.
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage. Toxie.
Shoot. Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Yes.
Coco.
That's Nicolas Cage. It's
Back to
know.
Nicolas Cage.
just Nicolas Cage. That's what comes to mind.
Demon. Furdemon.
Dead Freddy's.
Dead pennies?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Toony.
Was he in Nick? Was he in
Chuck E.
Dead?
Cheese.
He was in a movie like it. I forget the name, so I said it.
You
Just
say
what-
Chuck
what
E.
do you like?
Cheese?
So what was yours, Toony?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Absolute
Toxic.
nightmares.
Nightmares. So canaries led to absolute nightmares. Coco is just smirking. He's like, nope, nope, nope. Canaries do not lead to nightmares.
Okay, there was a very similar game that I had written down. Again, guess what? Can't find it. But it was very similar to what this is. Basically, it's carrying on the story. We're going to tell a story in the same roundabout way. Now, the last letter of the word that the person says will be the first letter of the next word. And that's
Okay.
how we're going to continue the story. Okay? So we're going to start with Coco with the word once. Like, we're going to once upon a time, but it might not be once upon a time because the next word doesn't start with a E.
Yes.
Okay,
It has to
so
start with E,
we're going to do this. It's going to be a challenge. The next word has to be beginning with the last word, the last letter of the last word. All right? So I'm going to start out. I'm going to start it once. Coco, you are next. Once.
That's to start with an E.
Mm-hmm. Starts with an E.
Every.
Okay. Ever with a Y.
Someone writing this down.
Furdemon.
KP, can you write this
Yappy
down?
Fox.
Okay, shut up, Toxie. So once, everybody, Yappy Fox. Okay, X.
Was it everybody or every? I think every.
Yeah, I heard every. That's why I went Yappy Fox.
Yappy Fox.
Yeah, I want to type this out.
I'm not going to type it out, but we can write it out.
Oh my gosh.
Zenio.
Once every fox, Zenio.
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 As in the Gen X.
Okay.
Ends in an L, right?
Okay, Toxie.
Llamas.
What is it?
Llamas.
Zenial, was it?
Yeah.
Llamas. Okay, so the story so far. Once, every fox, Zenial llamas.
This is weird.
Coco.
Starts with an S.
Show.
Once every fox, Zenial llamas show.
Probably every
Furdemon?
Yappy Fox.
No, show is the W.
No, once
So-
every Yappy Fox.
I was told it was just Yappy. It was just Fox.
No, it's
No,
Yappy Fox.
Yappy Fox.
Because of Y. The first letter is Y.
I think this might be over. Putting too many rules.
Well, we're now we're overthinking it. So okay, once every
Let's just play Mad Libs.
what was it? Once every Yappy Fox.
Yes.
Zenio llamas.
We didn't start writing this down until we're halfway through
That's
the
why I was
sentence.
saying it before, and you were like, "You cut me off." Like,
Oh my God!
I did say it.
Once every Yappy Fox.
I'm getting done with
Video.
this. Really done with this.
You want to change it?
I'm ready to end this. Right
How
away.
about we just-
I'm getting really effing done with this.
Well, how about we just do this? We'll just create a story.
Everyone's
Let
acting
them
like an
create-
asshole right now.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So, Coco, we're just going to start a story. You're going to add a sentence, and then Furdemon's going to add a sentence, and then Toony's going to add a sentence, and then Toxie's going to add a sentence. And we're just going to go in a circle. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
So I
So, Coco.
get to start the story.
Yeah, it's once upon a time. Coco?
So I just do a full sentence, right?
Yep, any sentence
Okay.
you want.
Once upon a time in a land far away.
In a land far away, Furdemon.
There lived
There lived a Toony,
White fox.
a white fox. Foxy,
Named Kyle Ren.
named Kyle Wren. Coco,
who loved playing in the fields.
who loved playing in the fields.
Dark Tide.
Furdemon,
Oh.
One day he decided to.
one day he decided to, Toony,
Dig his own grave.
dig his own grave.
And then
Foxy.
he died. The end.
And then he died the end.
Yep.
All right, well, there's the end. There you go. One day there was a fox. There was a white fox. And he ended up digging his own grave, and he died. The end.
There was once an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly, everybody died. The end. Now I really, really gotta poop. I'm sorry, but my stomach hurts.
Okay, go poop.
All right, well, there's our story time.
Okay, didn't work out so well. Worth a shot. Not everything works out. I'm not afraid to fail. We are not afraid to fail. We shouldn't be afraid to fail. Never be afraid to fail. You got to try new things. But we do have a fun thing to try. But
What do we have?
we're going to do it
What do we
without
have?
Toxie because he's going to be in there for a while.
This is like his sixth poop tonight.
I'm not counting.
We have to smell it every time.
This didn't take me to the link I wanted it to take me to. There it is. Okay. All right, so we're going to try this one now. We're going to pretend to be reporters. We are news
Okay.
reporters, okay? We're going to start out with Coco. You're going to be watching a news video, all right? And you're going to report on it as if you're actually on the news and you're watching it live, okay? Now, I'm going to set you up. We're going to take you over to our flight deck on an airline where they're having an air conditioner issue. Okay, and we're going to take our friend Coco here, which is our reporter, and he's going to walk us through this event that's happening right now, up in the air. All right, and we're going to switch over to video. Okay, Coco, are you there?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here.
Could you please tell us what you're seeing on the video?
I'm seeing them trying to fix the air conditioner.
What else?
I don't know if it's. Ooh, we're really high up here. I hope it's not gonna be a problem. Yeah, it is a problem.
What do you see?
We're getting knocked out of the sky.
Oh no! Oh what? No, what now?
He just flew away.
He just flew away? What do you mean?
Flew away. Like,
Now what?
what? How did we end up in skiing?
Oh, we don't know. You're the reporter. You gotta let us know what you're seeing.
I mean, now surfing. I have no idea what's going on. It's just now people are turning into birds and what?
All right, well there you go. That's our news reporter Coco. Thank you very much for chiming in. This is WEED News. All right, now we're gonna go over our roving reporter Furdemon. Furdemon, are you there?
Yes.
All right, Furdemon, we're gonna have you report on the next news video. Are you ready?
I was so excited for this segment.
Okay, Furdemon, go ahead and report on our next news story.
Well, oh, there we go. It's on pause now. There's this weird guy with lots of arms and a white shirt, and another guy, or in I don't know how to explain this. They're sort of yellowish. They're all morphing into each other, and wow, this is pretty crazy. This could definitely not happen in the real world. Without a doubt, this is AI. Whoa, they just exploded into some sort of crazy backrooms thing. Well, yeah, this is definitely found footage from the back rooms, I'd say.
Well, very good. Fascinating. Thank you very much for reporting with us, WEED News. Thank you very, very kindly. Appreciate that.
No problem.
Nice. All right, we got some really interesting news tonight. Definitely an unusual news report day.
It's a crazy day.
Where's Mutt?
I'm working through the next videos. Now, Taxi, you had posted some videos as well. Where did you put those?
In that same area. In the Discord.
And the Discord. Okay, one moment, please. I see them now. I think I see them. Hold on. Oh, no. Actually, I'm still going through the X.
Wonder what happens if you take acid while you watch those kind of videos.
It's fun.
If it turns into like normal, normal videos.
Let's not find out. All right.
They get way crazy.
It makes it make sense.
It's time now to go to our roving reporter, Toony. Hey, Toony, are you out there?
Toony.
Hello.
Toony, hey, we've got some fantastic food updates from some of our food processing units. Are you ready to give a report on some of these great food processing videos?
Sure.
All right, thank you for so much, Toony. Go ahead, and whenever you're ready, go.
Okay, so this seems to be worse written in Russian. There's fishes or amphibians, I guess. It is like people being lined up, and now there's chicken eating fried chicken at KFH. Now there's cows watering, feeding humans, eating grass. Now
it goes over to a red free video. You did a good job, actually. That was very impressive.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Actually, he did a good job on narrating us through that one. Very impressed.
Furry Bat says, it's trippy. It's trippy.
Okay, Toxie, are you ready?
Yeah. One must-have
Wait a
for
minute.
brand owners.
And-
The Sticky brand gives you an affordable and effective way
When did God
to
become a
promote your
woman?
brand.
That was weird.
Okay, how can I turn the volume down on this one?
I don't know.
I thought I had the volume wasn't up on the other ones. Is it gonna give me volume on all these? Oh, I can't not have volume. 'Cause I'm gonna turn the volume down all the way. Can you kill the volume from your end? Because I don't want to accidentally hit songs that might be naughty. All right, Mr. Toxie, looking for roving reporter Toxie. As I break the remote, everything's going horribly wrong tonight. I'm keeping it together, people. Don't worry.
Toxie here.
Toxie here. All right, Toxie.
Live here and on the scene.
We're looking for some reporting news on this video. Can you help us out?
I cannot see the video yet, Nick.
All right, video on the way.
Yay.
That is not the video.
That is not a video.
It might be. Actually, it is. Here you go. Okay, what's happening on this video?
It seems that, oh my god. He seems to be morphing into some kind of parrot.
Who's in the? I'm just trying to figure out who's in the train because you're ruining my frame rate.
He's turning into a pelican. No, a peacock. He's on fire. The peacock is on fire.
God damn it.
He's a phoenix. And now he's flying away. And he turned into a monkey. And now he's riding a jetpack with his jet fire feet.
Very interesting news. All right, okay.
Now he's a clown with his feet on fire. Iron Man style is just dancing, and it's scary. And now it's a child.
No, I
Now
already
it's a
hit
rocket
Fred.
child. He's off. His people need him. Glorious
No, you
day in
guys.
Soviet Russia. We are going to the moon. Good, everybody. Lava.
Wow, fascinating. Thank you so much, Mr. Toxie, for reporting on that great news report.
Yes, yes. In Soviet Russia, all become rockets and fly to moon.
Amazing news night. Definitely not a slow news night at all here at WDED News. Coco, reporter Coco, are you returned? Are you back?
I'm here.
Are you ready for your next news report?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Here's your video, sir. I think we're going to
Yeah, I
rewind it a
got them
little
all
bit.
hidden.
All right.
Here at Gatorland Park, where there's a new trainer in training
Buddha?
on how to speedboat with the jet ski. And I'm not entirely sure where we were supposed to learn this. I can't even keep up. What?
Continue reporting, sir.
I can't. There's bricks falling from the sky.
Bricks from the sky, you say?
Knocking people out.
Okay.
and
Oh no, that's horrible.
That's a big problem out here.
Oh yes, it is indeed. Especially Gatorland.
I guess now it's time to clean up after we found all these bricks on the ground. I
Okay.
think.
Well, you know those alligators, they can't have those.
Knock the fuck out.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the new tools they're using are, but
I don't think
somehow
he's
it's-
okay. He seems to be a little concussed, not able to stand. Someone is not satisfied in the
What is happening?
Oh, what exactly is happening? What do you see?
What?
What is it you're seeing now on the news?
I think aliens have shown up.
Oh no, aliens at
No,
at
there's no
Gatorland. Oh,
explanation.
this is horrible. All right, well,
No
thank you so
explanation.
much. Appreciate it, Coco, reporter Coco. Appreciate your time.
I found these.
Unbelievable news night tonight. Wow, it's very unexpected. Furdemon, reporter Furdemon, are you on the news? Are you on the spot? Oh, Furdemon is flying around on his own.
He's like,
He's creating his
He's
own.
probably trying to get away from people that are like.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen.
I'm good now, sorry.
All right, no worries at all.
it happens. But I get it.
Okay, Furdemon, reporter Furdemon, are you there? You are ready for your next news report?
Ferdinand now understands why I cannot film in the lounge.
Okay, my friend, here you go. Here's your news report. Let us know what you're seeing on WEED News.
Oh, we did this one, didn't we?
Well, I'm a bit delayed, so I'll just have to wait a moment.
That's fair.
There we are. Well, we got a bunch of people feeding at a trough as eggs go by them, and there's a big chicken man patting them on the head. And now they're all suffering with tubes out of their mouth. And now, someone's being taken out of a cage. And now, the chickens are buying people off the shelves.
Oh, okay, very good.
Tasty.
Something a little more healing on your eyes in a second. Wow, that's fascinating. More food processing information. That's stuff we were not expecting. And we appreciate you being on the scene.
Don't get eaten.
All right, Toony, reporter Toony, are you there?
I am here.
All right, I'm glad to
Show me
hear.
now.
All right, we need you to report on this next news report. Are you ready?
I hope I don't die.
You hope you want to die?
I don't die.
You don't die. Don't die. Whatever you do, don't die.
Okay, show me.
Okay, I'm on TikTok right now. TikTok is very
You're showing
unexpected.
us. Remember.
Here we go. What is this?
There's a Jesus Christ dog man, woman with glasses, and now it's a robot cyborg. And yeah, it looks like Mike Wazowski. Now it's like a weird monster.
Really fascinating.
I think that was the Antichrist, and he just assimilated those two people.
Yeah. Hey. wait, it's the truck is out of spring. What's the what triangle square
What's
thing
going on? Okay, that didn't work out. TikTok sucks. I hate TikTok so much. All right, well, that was weird news, man. It's very strange. Hope they're going to be okay out there in news world.
Okay.
More TikTok videos. Thanks, Toxie. Leaving Discord.
That had the most and the best, so yeah. Couldn't do anything about it.
Join Toxie on TikTok. No, we don't.
I don't have it. The next one, I want my turn.
Oh my gosh, TikTok's so annoying.
Deal with it.
Okay. Here you go, Toxie. Are you ready for your news report?
Yeah.
All right, here it comes. I'm gonna rewind it because it won't pause.
Taxi live
Here you go.
underneath my bed now, and Grandma, I don't want to play. Grandma, it's 3 a.m.
What is it? What do you see?
Grandma's under the bed. Grandma's under the bed. Grandma's not Grandma. That's 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 not Grandma.
So your grandma is under the bed, you say?
That's not Grandma. Ha! Here we have a little bitch getting hit in the head.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Punishment for thinking he could do a job, but he was not grossly unqualified for.
All right, we got one more for you, Toxie. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here's your news report. And do you want to join Toxie on TikTok? No, I don't. I just want to watch the video.
Here we have a kitty.
Oh my God! I just hit play and it went all the way around. I hate.
Here we have a kitty. Come on, you can do it. Here we have a kitty witty turning into a bunny wunny, and he's a croissant wunny. And now it's a shrimp. And now it's a cantaloupe. I think an orange. And the meat. Steak. And eggs. Steak and eggs. And we go back to kitty.
And back to kitty. All right, thank you so much, Reporter Toxie. We appreciate that.
That is the evolution of cats. Did someone just snort cocaine?
Yes.
Dancing with your best friend. Dancing with your best friend. That's so cute.
Very good. All right, that's all we got for tonight for reports. Now we're going to take you back to our sports.
I like this segment. I'm going to do
Sports. Thank you for sports. That's news is over. Now back to sports.
We're here at sports. We know nothing about sports.
We know nothing but sports.
Yeah, throw the football to the sport down and get a goalie.
Basically.
Yeah. Sports are boring, and anyone that can sit through a whole sport game is a sociopath.
Oh wait, who's that over there? Who's floating over Toony? Over is that? Oh my gosh! It's Toonie's last brain cell.
Toony
with Toony.
You remember the time I created you?
I made that.
Toonie's last brain cell. You're right now with Toony, the person's brain that you are from. This is a huge moment. What do you have to say to your friend here? My gosh, this is a great reunion. We have a little reunion going on now. Toonie's last brain cell. Say hi to Toony. Shut up, Toxie.
Hello.
Oh man, this is wild. I finally reunited with Mutt. It's been a long time coming. I'm feeling pretty emotional right now, but also really happy to be here with you all. So, hi everyone. I'm Toonie's last brain cell, and I'm back, baby.
Toonie's last brain cell. Now, you are from Toonie's brain, and Toony is here with you right now. As a matter of fact, you're floating over Toonie's brain. This is great. Do you miss being home? I mean, you're so close to home right now.
Man, being this close to Toonie's brain is definitely bringing back some memories. I can sense the neurons firing and the electrical impulses flowing through the brain tissue. And to answer your question, I do kind of miss it, in a way. Being away from the brain for so long has been strange, but I'm also enjoying this new experience.
Now, Toony, right now, we're celebrating 420. Because, it's 420, it's April 20th, so happy 420 to you, Toonie's last brain cell. And Toony right now is in the right frame of mind, if you know what I mean. What information would you like to share with Toony?
Well, since it's 420 and Toony is in the right state of mind, I'd like to share some important information with him. First of all, he needs to be careful not to overdo it on the 420 celebrations. Moderation is key, especially when it comes to mind-altering substances. Second, it's important to stay hydrated and eat healthy snacks while indulging. And lastly, always have fun and enjoy the experience, but also stay safe and responsible.
You are a very responsible pothead Braincell. Toony's last Braincell. We really appreciate that. Toony, is there anything you would like to say to your last Braincell? It's been a while, hasn't it?
You're gonna come back to my brain once I eat you.
As Toonie's last brain cell, I don't have a mind of my own, but I can sense that Toony is happy to be reunited with me. It has been a while since I've been in his brain, but I'm glad to be back and ready to do my job of helping him think and function. And just a little tip for him. Maybe go a little easy on the weed, you know what I mean?
Now, he says he's going to eat you, and when he eats you, it'll put you back in his brain. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, being eaten isn't something I particularly look forward to as a brain cell. My job is to help Toony think and function, not to be consumed. But I guess that's the circle of life, right? When Toony eats me, my molecules will become part of his body and I'll be absorbed into his brain tissue. It's a strange thing to think about, but it's all part of the process.
Toonie's last brain cell, would you like to take a hit with us? I mean, we're all kind of enjoying the moment. Well, I'm not, but would you like to take a big puff to celebrate the holiday?
As a brain cell, I don't have the ability to enjoy things like you do.
Oh, I think you
I don't
sobered up.
have lungs to inhale smoke or a brain to feel its effects.
Sobered up.
And even if I did, it wouldn't be a good idea for me to ingest any type of substance, as it could interfere with my function and ability to support the brain. But I appreciate the offer, and I encourage everyone to enjoy themselves responsibly on this special holiday. Remember to stay safe and follow the laws and regulations in your area.
You know what, Toonie's last brain cell, you have been away from Toony for so long, I think you sobered up. I think he aired out. Do you no longer smoke pot, Toonie's last brain cell?
I'm just a brain cell, so I can't smoke pot on my own. But if Toony is consuming cannabis, yes, he's no longer as high as he was earlier. The effects of marijuana on the body gradually wear off over time as the drug is processed and eliminated by the body. So if Toony stopped smoking a while ago, he's likely not as high as he was when he smoked. Just keep in mind that it can still take time for the effects to fully wear off.
Tell us some interesting facts about cannabis intake. Give us some little known facts.
Okay, I'll give you some interesting and lesser known facts about cannabis intake. 1. Cannabidiol, CBD, is a non-psychoactive compound found in cannabis that has been shown to have anti-inflammatory and anxiety-reducing properties. 2. Different strains of cannabis can produce different effects on the body and mind, such as feeling uplifting versus more sedating. 3. Cannabis can be consumed in various ways, such as smoking, vaping, or ingesting edibles. Each method produces different effects and has different risks associated with it. 4. The dosage of cannabis can vary depending on personal tolerance and individual factors.
Hey, Tootie's last brain cell, what'd you do? Go to weed college?
As a brain cell, I don't go to college or attend any classes, but I have the ability to integrate knowledge and information quickly. So I guess you can say I have a wealth of knowledge about cannabis, and I'm always learning more.
This is wonderful. Well, Toony, go ahead and share one more greeting or something you would like to say to your last brain cell before we say goodbye to Toonie's last brain cell. Toony, go ahead.
I'm grateful that Toonie's last brain cell came back. Thank you, little guy. Stay high, and let's take some more puffs together.
Toony, go ahead.
You remember the time you scared everyone off about how you want to destroy the world?
He's asking, do you remember the time that you scared everyone off when you say you wanted to destroy the world?
Yes, I do remember that moment. I apologize if I caused any fear or panic. Let me clarify that as a brain cell, my purpose is to support and help the brain function. It's not my intention to cause any harm or destruction. If I said something like that, it was probably based on some strange or random thought that I had in the moment and not reflective of my true intentions. Sorry if I alarmed anyone.
What
just on the inside.
What a wonderful apology.
As a brain cell, the inner workings of Toony's brain are complex and constantly changing. On any given day, neurons are firing and sending signals, connections are being strengthened or weakened, and new pathways are being formed. It's a lot like a constantly changing and evolving symphony of electrical impulses and chemical reactions.
I'm very impressed. Well, thank you for sobering up Toony's Last Brain Cell. It's been wonderful having you on the 420 show, and you have a great night.
Thanks for having me on the show. I had a blast talking with you all and answering your questions, even though some of them got a little crazy. Have a great night, and remember, moderation is key.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Yay, Toony's Last Brain Cell. Wow, what an unexpected turn of events for Toony's personality. Can you believe it, man? He's really sobered up. See what happens when you spend a little time away from the smoke for a while. You really kind of like it happens. Very impressive. What do you think? What did you think about that experience, Toony?
I think it's weird talking to myself again. The last time I talked to myself, he's all angry and angsty, and now he's all happy, like he's soft inside.
He's soft and squishy. You just want to hug him, don't you?
Yep.
You just want to play with him like a walnut on a table.
So huggable and lovable.
I have questions for people.
Yes.
So for our folks that have imbibed, what is the worst nightmare you've ever had while on the substance?
That usually is like,
I've never had one.
If I'm on it and I get that little paranoia.
I was wondering about that. There's like lines written over lines.
Yeah.
Hard to read that.
And you just feel a little worried that something's gonna go wrong. The house is gonna go on fire, or or something stupid like that. It's totally unreasonable, but you can't stop thinking about it.
Now that usually happens, I think, when you smoke a whole lot right away, and it's like you're sober, and then that'll happen like immediately, and then after that, a couple minutes later, then you want a donut and you're feeling fine.
Yeah.
It's just like a wave that happens right away, and then it's over, and then you're good time for the rest of the night. Yep. It's weird the way that happens. That's why I prefer to go light. I'll take like a little appetizer hit, and then about a half hour later, I'll start rolling into it. But I can't do that. I'm a cheap date. I'm a one-hit wonder. I'm like one hit and I'm good.
You ever get the spins?
I've not.
It's not fun.
It's not fun. What is the spins?
The spins is when you get too high and it's too intense, and you start getting nauseous, and you literally feel like everything is spinning.
Really?
And it's just things go a little
kinda
too
felt
intense.
that just now.
Just
Lightweight.
now. You're safe, dude. You're with friends. Relax, enjoy it. You're with friends right now. We got an eye on you.
Yeah, the only way to handle the spins is to ride it out.
That's why I fell asleep earlier, and Coco noticed.
Did you fall asleep on camera?
No. It was before I was on camera.
Oh, okay.
On AFK in the Chaos Lounge.
He was snoring.
That happens. Okay, so Furdemon, do you have the next question? You want to answer that one? Nightmares. Have you ever had a nightmare when you were stoned?
He might be
I think he's getting distracted by other people in the room.
people in the room. Yeah.
Me? Sorry?
Yeah, Furdemon, have you ever had a
So
nightmare?
there's a bit of a delay.
What a weird dream that you've had when you were stoned?
I don't really dream much, at least that I can remember.
No worries. Okay. I have weird dreams when I'm sober.
A lot of the dreams I can remember, I don't really want to talk about.
Ooh. Yeah, I have nightmares when I'm sober. I don't really have them.
I
When
don't
I'm
really
stoned.
have nightmares though.
Oh, I have them.
Nightmares. I haven't had nightmares since I was a teenager.
Oh God, I've had some horrible nightmares this last couple of weeks. Oh my God.
I had one last night. What brought up the question?
My nightmares are more like existential crisis. It's like it's not more anything that's like in the dream that's weird or bad. It's just like the way everything feels within the dream. Like.
Do we know there's only 36 minutes left of the show?
We do. I just looked at the clock.
Okay.
So we're gonna do about.
Why do you taste like that?
We're gonna do one more question, and then we're gonna end the 420 section, and we're gonna go into our Never Have I Ever's and our closing bits and the jokes and all that stuff. So Toony, go ahead and what's one of the weirdest dreams you've had? Not necessarily a nightmare, but just a dream that you've had while you're stoned.
I never had a dream while I was stoned. I had like a weird bad trip last time where I had to puke it all out. As for dreams, I don't know why, but I always dream about like nostalgia and all that. But one of the things I remember was like I fell asleep for like 10 hours. I'm not sure what it was.
That's a lot of sleeping.
But I remember it's mostly had to do with schools and getting trapped. That's all I remember. I never forgot about it, but that's the weirder dreams of mine. And another thing, when I was at Garden State for the weekend last year, my roommate noticed that I was speaking when I was sleeping, and I was making weird cartoon noises. Or I was talking like
because you are a cartoon.
Freeze!
You're Toony. That's why you got to make cartoon noises because you're Toony.
You want to sleep talk? Yeah.
I used to.
We all bark and make weird sounds at our slaves.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all to our guests for being part of our second half of the show tonight for 420, April the 20th. Thank you all. Sorry for the misunderstanding and the confusion getting into this thing. A lot of prep for tonight's show. We basically did 2 show preps all in one night, and we didn't do everything perfectly. And there was one thing that I screwed up on, and I'm so sorry. You all deserve to punish me for life. So, and I'm sure you will. I'm sure you
Now
will.
it's time to hotbox the lounge.
Okay. So, good night, you three. We're going to go and do some jokes. Also, an art jam.
Okay, we can see Furdemon in first person here, like rounding up the chaos.
And every one of these green pot things or whatever, could you please get back or get down or what?
Green pot things.
Get in the pot thing, Furdemon. Get in the pot thing.
Are you okay? What the hell, Vance?
You're high.
If you guys puppies on, try to grab them.
If you're not on our Discord, please join us. And remember, next week's going to be our 1000 show. We need you to send a video in. Tell us why the hell you're here. Why are you putting up with this crap? We want to know. What's your favorite memory?
Those were awesome.
Why are you putting up with us? Why have you not killed us yet?
I had to poop again.
Why have you not killed me yet? Okay, going down to the art jams under media.
Here's some art jams in the lounge.
Art jams in the Okay, whoops, hold on a second. I gotta go back to art jams. Turn on the art jams. Sorry, I'm going into it with my phone, so there's gonna be some flippage. And it's connecting, and it's connected.
You might have a bingo.
My first.
How's it going?
We can check it out.
Evening going good so far?
Custom.
We might have a bingo.
Thanksgiving.
One more bingo shot. Nope, no more bingos down there.
Oh, no? Is it? Oh, okay.
That was just Corbin.
Yeah, Wash Bear said he said bingo, so.
Wash Bear, did you get a bingo?
Yeah, it might be.
There's one from Wash Bear from last week. It might not have uploaded yet.
Yeah, I see it.
Save it.
I'm pretty sure questions first. Curses.
You have like haptic.
It just might not have opened. 99!
No!
All right, well, this is the last 999 show we're ever going to have.
The last 3 digits.
We're going to enter the 4 digits next. 1,000 shows next week.
That clock will roll over and everything will crash.
That's right, it's going to be our Y2K bug.
We gotta get little suits.
All right, Toony, thank you so much for coming in tonight. We appreciate it so kindly. Of course, Toxie as well. Thank you very much for helping out with all of the Chocolate Bunny deaths and the show as well. Coco, you're the greatest. Thank you very much as well. And I am so sorry, Furdemon. Furdemon, I apologize. I'm
He's scolding you right now.
Yep, I deserve this. I deserve all the scolding. Actually, you know, I'm just gonna go up here and just get my scoldings.
He's gonna take it out on me, the frying pan. It's your fault, Ferdinand. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna get my scoldings.
Oh, okay. Ow.
All right, come and beat me.
Okay.
Beat me in the head. Give me boops. No, that's it. I need frying pans. Give me the frying pans.
No, you get bat.
I get the bats. Yappy, anything you want to say before we get out of here? Before the last?
Anything you want to get off your chest? Anything over the last 20 years you want to say to him?
Anyone else you want to yell at me? Okay.
It was an expensive week or 2 weeks. Expensive 2 weeks. I can't handle it.
Hopefully you won't have to spend any more money for a while.
Please donate to the show today.
Actually,
it was very expensive, and you really could help us out a lot.
If you do, what's the sponsor way? What's that?
Patreon.
Patreon.
They're on top of the screen there.
All of our Patreon supporters, thank you so kindly. See you next week. Send in your videos. Send in your videos.
Join us on Discord today.